Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Lewis Speaks 2024, and today I want to talk to y'all about being loyal to consistency. I've noticed a trend lately where people want you to be loyal to their memory as opposed to loyal to consistency. But I'm like Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? That's the thing. Because everybody wants you to be loyal to their memory and loyal to the past. But nobody wants to be consistent anymore. And the thing about it is this, consistency is my new love language. I have a couple of add ons when I talk about love languages. For me, the typical five love languages, physical touch, gift giving, words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, those are wonderful. But I also want to add to that reassurance. I want to add to that consistency. Consistency. You have to love me consistently. Love me in the light and the dark. Love me through all seasons. Love me regularly. The same way that you eat daily, love me daily. And the thing about it is, people are just not consistent. They want to treat you great in the beginning, and then slowly they start to fade off, and they want you to remain loyal to their memory. And I'm just to the point where, I cannot be loyal to somebody's memory only. Yes, I care. Yes, I love the person. Yes, I understand people go through rough patches. But at the same time, you have to invest consistently. Because I see too many people trying to coast off the memories. They're kind to you in the beginning. They feel as though they have created an account with you and they have built this nest egg with you so that way they can begin to make withdrawals off those memories. And the thing about it is this, it's like a bank account. If you keep on making withdrawal with no deposit, what's going to end up happening is that your account is going to be in the red. And right now, this generation, for me, is in the red. People have withdrawn off my kindness, and even the cup of human kindness is in the red. And I keep on saying that every single day. The cup of human kindness is in the red because people keep on exploiting that cup. They keep on taking from that cup, taking from that cup, taking from that cup, till there's nothing left in the cup. Nobody replenishes the cup. They don't pour into the cup. Everybody just wants to take a sip and take a swig up out of the cup and then wonder why there's nothing left. The same applies to relationships. You have to invest in your relationships, your friendships. You have to pour into them because if you don't pour into them, don't expect to get anything out of them. It's just that simple. And it's like people these days are just not aware of this. They're not aware of it. And even when they are aware of it, they're always trying to get a deal. We live in a generation where everybody's just trying to get over. Everybody wants a deal. They want a bargain. They want to put you on clearance and then get mad when you cost, or get mad when you're cheap, when you're behaving inexpensive towards them. And what I mean by that is that they put you on clearance by ignoring you, by coming and showing up whenever they want to. And then when you charge them, which means hold them accountable or set a healthy boundary, they get mad. Or on the flip side, if you become cheap, meaning you ignore them, they get mad and call you funny acting. Oh, you're acting funny. No, you're not acting funny. You just woke up. You realize that this is not the type of person who cares about me. They don't have the capacity to love me the way that I need to be loved. So, okay, I accept that. I come to terms with that. And I realize that I have to move over here where the love is plentiful, where I don't have to tell someone how to love me. Well, I don't have to hold up a cue card saying read from this cue card in order to love and appreciate me. That gets exhausting. And we as a generation are too knowledgeable. We're too aware. We have too much access to be treating people this way. And it's just getting to the point where if you cannot be consistent, don't even approach me. Don't awaken my desires. Don't awaken my love for you if you have no intention of loving me. That's the thing. And I think this is why a lot of women get angry with men, because a lot of men like to awaken the desires and the passion of a woman, and then they do nothing with it. They get you all excited, they get you all pumped, they get you all elated, and then they just let you down. They just disappoint you, and you're just like, don't even bother opening that door if you have no intention to walk through it. Don't do that to me. If you can't be consistent, if you can't be honest, and that's the thing, consistency relies on honesty. You have to be honest with yourself first. I was watching this show yesterday, and the husband admitted that he didn't really want to get married to his wife. He admitted that he was only using her as a chance to get normal again and to feel normal again. And she was devastated. She was in tears because she felt like she invested so much in this person, only to come and find out that this man never really loved her. And that's the thing. He awakened her passions. He awakened her desires, only to disappoint her in the end. And she was devastated. And rightfully so. Rightfully so, because the thing about it is this. I cannot stress how harmful and how hurtful it is to love someone who awakens your desires, but lo and behold, has no intention to love you back and love you in a real way and love you the way that you deserve to be loved, love you the way that you need to be loved. And it's wrong. And so my thing is this is why reassurance and consistency are my love languages, because I just feel like if you cannot give me regular feedings, if you cannot pour into me consistently, then don't expect anything good to come out of me for you. I'm not here just to keep pouring. That is an inequity. That leads to imbalance. Don't people realize that there are people out there that need to be poured into too? But I think once again, there's a selfishness. Our generation is so entitled. They think that they're the only ones that need a pour. We all need a pour. So the thing is, if a person's out here not being consistent with you, I'm here to tell you right now, just walk away. Walk away. Cut your losses, count your blessings, and walk away. Because the thing about it is this, these people out here, they don't value consistency. They don't value people who love hard. They don't value that anymore. They value people who are casual, cavalier, distant. And if you find that these people are like that, leave them to their life. Because like I said, there's nothing wrong with being beautiful. There's nothing wrong with pouring into people. There's nothing wrong with being generous. There's nothing wrong with loving hard. But you got to make sure that you assess who you are loving and giving those gifts to. Because if you are giving those gifts to a narcissist, a taker, a pathological person, a personality disordered, character disordered individual, you will continue to be depleted. And so once again, you have to check the soil. Check the soil and see if it's conducive to your growth. We oftentimes don't check the soil. We just plant ourselves in someone and then just say, here, make me grow. Make me grow. No. You have to check the soil. Is the soil conducive to your growth? If it's not conducive to your growth, you got to go. Don't even plant yourself in that soil. And I think a lot of people, they plant themselves in the soil because they're desperate, they're lonely, they're tired of waiting, their biological clock is ticking, they're scared of dying alone, they need money, financial, the children. There's a myriad of reasons why people plant themselves in these toxic soils. And then what ends up happening, they find that they are starting to wither. They find that they are starting to die a slow death. And so what ends up happening is they start to blame the soil. But is it the soil's fault, or is it the lack of assessment, the unwillingness to take your time to assess and see whether this soil, person, environment is conducive to your growth? You got to do that. And so this is, once again, easier said than done, especially when you have a lot of fears that you are nursing, when you have a lot of loneliness or fear of dying alone, or when you have all these nameless fears. It's hard to do. You just want to feel something. You want someone to make you feel something. You just want safety. And so you look at this person who doesn't have the capacity to give this to you, and you're shaking them up, trying to get something out of him, trying to eke out some form of love, care, and concern, and they just don't have it. They don't got it. Half of these people are walking around just good to the last drop. Really. They ain't got, you can't squeeze out nothing more. They have nothing left to give. Trauma has taken it all. So they have nothing to give. They don't have any awareness, and so the trauma keeps on eating whatever they had to give. And it's just, this is the thing. You can't get blood from a stone. You can't get blood from a turnip. You gotta learn how to, for one, assess who has some blood left to give, really. Who has some nutrients in their spirit that can feed you, because if not, you're going to continue to starve. You're going to continue to starve, and you're going to continue to blame these empty cabinets. You're going to look up at them, you're going to see that they're empty, and you're going to curse the day that they were born. These people are empty. They don't got it. So you got to make sure that you are assessing for fullness. Is this person full? Are they full? Not full of it, but full of gifts, full of love, full of replenishment. If they have replenishment, wonderful. If not, go get you some replenishment, come back when you're replenished. Because then they'll be able to love you consistently, because they have the capacity. So I hope this video was helpful, y'all. I really, really sincerely do, because I know it's tough out here, especially in this cesspool we call a dating scene, and it's rough trying to find people who actually have the capacity and are willing to love you right consistently. But just know you're not alone, and I'm here. We're on this ride together, so let's journey together. Please share your comments, share your experiences. I definitely would like to know, what is your love language? What really makes you feel loved? How do you know when someone loves you? You know, I know when someone loves me when they blank. If you can answer that question, that'll be great. So I love y'all, and thank you so much for listening. Peace, y'all.